Greetings to everyone. Green morning, green afternoon, green evening. Hearty welcome. It's a pleasure to have all of you for yet another powerful morning, afternoon, and evening. As far as our brothers and sisters, those are right over there in Canada, USA, Latin America, it's a green morning to all of you. You can see a beautiful green holiday and leisure, green pastures, when you talk about a beautiful golf course. Yes, and that has been brought to all of us with Mr. Rajan Sehgal, the co-founder, Passionals, President, Indian Golf Tourism Association, and Mr. Dibakar Sarkar, Commissioner cum Secretary and Commissioner Sports, Delhi Development Authority. Some of the people, we know it as a DDA as well. So we extend a warm welcome to both of them. And today we are going to have India as a golfer's paradise. We will talk about, because a lot of youngsters are joining us, and particularly when at present in India, we are talking about domestic tourism. We are talking about how to open up gradually, slowly and gradually, how to come out in phases. So over there, how the golf fits in and how it can help our youngsters. So we extend a very warm welcome to both the dignitaries, distinguished guests this evening, and also the participants. Let me share a couple of slides with you, what all we have done as far as tourism is concerned. Although today it is 1098th webinar during this pandemic, and our main focus is like doctors, nurses, paramedical people. They're taking care of your health and wellness. We are focusing on education because 1.65 billion children are away from schools, colleges, universities, institutions, skill centers, wherever they are. So our total efforts are how basically to support the ecosystem of education where the teachers and the youth hand-holding is being done. We are International Chamber for Service Industry, a link between India and the non-resident Indians world over. And we are proud to share that we have got 31 million plus brothers and sisters across different countries, different continents, in different time zones doing great work. And wow, India having now at present 2 silver and 3 bronze. So heartiest congratulations to everybody, and it's a proud privilege. Honorable Prime Minister, just a couple of days back, when the new education policy 2020 given to India, they completed 1 year. When they completed 1 year on 29th of July 2021 in the evening, that's around 4:30 p.m. The Honorable Prime Minister of India, he gave the national address, and everybody world over was very keen to know what's happening in Indian education ecosystem. Because when the children are going to learn coding right from 6th standard, and all the skills, competencies, capabilities being brought as an integral part of education, there's nothing like co-curricular, extracurricular, sports separately, dance separately, music separately. No. The arts, commerce, and science, all compartments being removed. And now art people, they can take one science subject, science children, they can take dancing, the commerce people can take fashion designing, and that's the kind of a wonderful. And also that the Ministry of Skills, Development and Entrepreneurship and Ministry of Education with one minister, Shri Dharmendra Pradhanji. So now, at present, what is the scenario in India? We have got approximately in India 800 travel and tourism colleges. We have got about 141 MBA tourism programs in different institutions and approximately 1,245 hotel management colleges. They are private, they are government, and they are private government partnership as well, combination of all. Dekho Apna Desh is a beautiful campaign by the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. And I think it's a remarkable step, like Incredible India. This is another campaign, Dekho Apna Desh, and particularly when we talk about it. Now, let me just have the glimpses of what all we have already done in making education relevant related to tourism so far, as far as the webinars are concerned. 1097th, that's yesterday, responsible tourism education and skills. Then before that, role of technology in tourism education post-pandemic, repackaging tourism education post-pandemic, NEP 2020 community engagement that was right from Texas, from the United States, professor of marketing had come, we discussed and deliberated. Rebooting Indian tourism, incredible northeast part of India, and the gentleman who won the title Mr. International India and Mega Mr. Northeast from Manipur for the entire 8 states. We had a special program with him. It was remarkable. And then we had another deliberations under women empowerment, where we got 2 of the ladies together in the morning, thanks to Colonel Menon in India, who had been very kind to take care of it. And the entire Southern India, he being the advisor to the chamber every Saturday. Thereafter, we had gone to Canada, repackaging tourism, Mr. Vikas Malhotra, the tourism expert from Canada, right from the Ontario. And the gentleman who brought India's first cinematic tourism, single window system in India, that was Chandigarh Union Territory, Mr. Vivek Atre, the former IS officer. The first hotel of Chandigarh after independence, when the new city was built, modern city was built, we got Manmohan Singh Kohli, the owner of Aroma Hotel in Chandigarh. Thereafter, we moved to the mountains, and particularly when you talk about Himachal tourism, right from the beginning till date, all the growth, the advisory capacity, the vision, and the pragmatic approach which had been coming over there, we got Shri Ajit Butelji, the tourism legend from Himachal Pradesh. Thereafter, ladies and gentlemen, the founder president of the Agri-Tourism Development Corporation. We had gone all the way in the revival of the tourism, let's reunite, and that was agriculture tourism, agri-tourism, when we had a very special session when Mr. Thaware has come, and from the Maharashtra, he gave a wonderful session. Then on the right-hand side, you can see Northeast India, Buddhist spiritual tourism. We got International Buddhist Confederation. We got Indian Himalayan Council of Nalanda Buddhist tradition, and all other dignitaries, they joined us. It was wonderful. Then we had gone all the way to Arunachal Pradesh, Northeast India, post-corona, rise of the rural tourism. And then we went to Patanjali, the project what they have got in Tejpur in the northeast part of India, more than 1,000 crore being invested and about 1,100 people being given a job. We got Shri A.K. Singh along with Sector Skill Council of the Wellness CEO, Madam Monica Behel. These are all tourism I'm talking about. Cinematic tourism, Mr. Sudhir Sopti, the former, who took care of the public relation with the Delhi tourism, he was with us. And then we had gone to unexplored Northeast India's tourism treasures. Then the technology trends in travel and tourism. Then we had gone to Malaysia. The gentleman in 2007, 2008, 2009, who basically drafted the whole policy and the packaging, Visit Malaysia Tourism Year, we got Dr. Victor V with us. And then we had gone to United States. We got University of Massachusetts, the gentleman who gave us 3 projects on research, tourism research, what all is to be done for post-COVID in India, Dr. Satnarayan, and along with him, Professor of Marketing. Satnarayan ji had another wonderful session with us. We had, in fact, 3 sessions with him. Rebuilding tourism post-COVID-19, that was the another one, focusing on domestic tourism. Another research we had done with the United States, that's again on, he's a professor of strategic marketing and management. So we brought them together on a common platform. And then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, the first professor of MBA tourism, and that is in Himachal Pradesh. Way back when I look in 1990, we brought Professor Deepak Sood with us for interaction. Youth to be focused, and we got to empower by all means. This morning, I was talking to a lot of youth, and when I share the idea, I really feel so privileged and so happy. Priyanka, she gave a lot of ideas on responsible tourism and video making. Then we had Kavita. She gave wonderful ideas on domestic tourism, possible to, and she says, why to call it responsible tourism? Why not possible tourism? And then, of course, the new circuits to be developed, new packages to be developed. Priyanka also talked about Surajkund Craft Mela for 15 days, which takes place 1st to 15th of February every year. And then Geeta Jayanti, which takes place at Kurukshetra. And there's a beautiful sonnet, Lemur also, sound and light show. And then she was talking about Venkateshwara Mandir, which has come up in Kurukshetra. That's worth seeing. That was something very interesting. Kavita interested to be the social travel and tourism blogger. Another thing. Ritika gave wonderful ideas. Amit talked about safety, security, and hygiene post-pandemic, in case if we really want to build the confidence among the visiting tourists. Then the Saurabh talked about ecotourism. That was another wonderful idea which we got this morning. So, ladies and gentlemen, these youngsters, when I keep talking to them during the day, they became the winner also. They got some awards also. And tonight also, we will have some of the youngsters as winners. We will try and work it out on that. We will discuss with you. Let me proceed further. Our chamber strongly believes education is incomplete without skills. And education and skills are incomplete without either the education. It should give you job, or it should give you entrepreneurship. It should make you startup. It should make you entrepreneur. It should give self-employment. The triangle gets completed only and only when education, skills, and outcome of that is directly linked. We have declared from the chamber that 2021, we are dedicating to teachers and youth empowerment. And of course, I would request everybody, think about startups and entrepreneurship. Don't talk about too much of employment in the coming times, because technology is going to play a very important role. Jobs are going to shrink, and you got to understand, you got to keep pace time with the time. You got to skill yourself, reskill yourself, upskill yourself, and also it's going to be a lifelong learning. And there's a beautiful study which has come out that maybe in one lifetime, we will change 5 to 6 careers in the coming times. There are 37 beautiful sector skill councils. We are dealing with most of them. We had 100 webinars with the Media Entertainment Sector Skill Council. We had about 100 webinars with the Beauty and the Wellness Sector Skill Council. We had almost about 100 webinars with the Management and Entrepreneurship and Professional Skill Council. Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, try and take advantage. Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, what you have got is something is fantastic. You have not to spend a single rupee. Utilize this COVID time, or whatever uncertainty is coming on your way. Try and utilize this time the best possible way. Upskill yourself as much as you can. Make optimum use of every opportunity. Our chamber is proud because we are dealing with the non-resident Indian diaspora. And 1994 in India, for the first time, Punjabi Parvasi Divas started. I left Ministry of Tourism, Govt. of India in September 1993, returning back to the Indian Army as an officer. And thereafter, the new journey started from 1994, when we started getting Indian diaspora together. And the first vision was, why not we should work on personality development, communication skills, soft skills, and the life skills, and the talent of the kids of this particular country. And I'm proud that Ministry of Tourism, Govt. of India sponsored. And in 1999, I traveled for 3 months without any stoppage, length and breadth of India, organizing All India Tourism Quiz Contests. Youth empowerment is very important. Teacher empowerment is very important. And why don't we bring in our education ecosystem music, dance, games, happiness, humor, fun, creativity, curiosity, storytelling, stimulation, following passion, talent exhibiting, stress-free, technology-based vocational skills, outdoor activities, and nature-based education. When I'm talking about nature, today, when you will enjoy golfing, you would certainly get into the lap of the nature. Today, the challenges, a lot of challenges are coming. Digital challenges are there. Connectivity challenges are there. device challenges are there. Some are more privileged, some are less privileged, but we personally take it in a very positive way that this corona has basically given ample time. Education has become transparent. Every parent know who is teaching what at what time, which way, and the children can learn, relearn, learn, relearn in their own time, in their own comforts, and they can listen to the same lesson if they enjoy again and again, again and again. There's no problem. On 27th September is a World Tourism Day. We are starting e-Gurukul Gyan Yajna for service industry. When we talk about service industry, it has got tourism, it has got hospitality, it has got aviation, it has got health, it has got wellness, it has got media entertainment, radio, television, theater, music, films, anything you talk about. All that we will talk about. And the best part is from world over, the support is coming that no child has to pay any fee. It will be digital education, free of cost, where we will be working basically on talents. We will not, we'll go a little beyond skills, we'll come on capabilities, and we will come on talents. Now, this is something on revival of tourism. And look at the whole canvas. Our chamber is also working on a document for 75 years of India's independence. And let's move a little ahead. 2047, India will be having 100 years of India's independence. Why not to think from right now, what kind of a strategy to be developed? Because tourism can contribute so much, so much. There's no country on this planet which has got so much of variety, rich heritage and culture. Northeast India, next to my heart. When I wore the uniform for the first time way back in 1973, I still recall when you get your first salary, first rank, and first, I mean, so when you wear all that, you get a little different feel. And that was the Northeast part of India. So I've got a very special bond from our chamber with the Northeast. Last 40 years, we all have been deeply associated. And this Saturday, every Saturday, we dedicate to Northeast India. And this coming Saturday, you will have the beauty and wellness together. And the focus would be on passion. You will have one of the motivational speaker coming from Manipur, young boy, very dynamic. And along with that, you will have the Miss Northeast 2019. And that is the mega entertainment. They're doing wonderful job. So B2B, ladies and gentlemen, is no more business to business, at least for the time being. It's back to basics of life. Basic food, basic health, basic education, sustainable development. Whatever human mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Let's get together. Let's come together. This is your YouTube channel. You can subscribe it. You can take it, share it, like it, whatever you feel like. And the Royal Kolkata, when I talk about the golf club, and that was in 1829 when it was established, being the oldest golf club in India and the first outside Great Britain. So road to sports management, we will be moving with Mr. Sehgal and Mr. Sarkar. Both of us, we all will enjoy. But before that, let me have a privilege. Our distinguished speakers, those are there. Mr. Dibakar Sarkarji is a commissioner cum secretary and commissioner sports, Delhi Development Authority. And Mr. Rajan Sehgal, he worked with Lufthansa, the German Airlines GSA earlier. He worked as the travel head with the ITC Travel Division International Travel House during that time. Part of the team which built India's first signature international golf course, ITC Classics. Started his own travel company by the name Arrivals Air Services. Co-founder of the Passionals online platform for jobs in travel and tourism and hospitality. Now, this point is very important and very, very valid. All young boys and girls across the world, those are watching this particular program, we are not going to leave Mr. Rajan Sehgal. We are going to take all the creativity and the passion and the innovation and ideas from him. What should we do? What should we do? And it is an online platform. What exactly is to be done? Because the education to be repackaged, skills to be repackaged, the tour operations to be repackaged, everything. So what kind of an opportunity coming for the children? Although the focus this evening is on holiday and leisure, that's a golf tourism. visiting faculty to various travel and tourism university as a guest speaker. He is the member of the working group of Manas under the aegis of Ministry of Minority, Govt. of India. He is the co-chairman, Tourism PHDCCI. He is a member of Tourism Committee, FICCI, CII, Northern Region, ASSOCHAM. Associated with the Travel Agents Association of India, was chairman, Northern Region, and also chairman for Skills and Education for more than 15 years. Ladies and gentlemen, ICSI welcomes this avid golfer, travel professional, and tourism teacher. We extend a very warm welcome, and with these words, we extend a very, very warm welcome to both of them. And indeed, it's a great pleasure that they both are joining us today. And with these words, let me drop the curtains and bring both the dignitaries right over here with us, extending a very warm welcome to Mr. Rajan Sehgal and Mr. Dibakar Sarkarji. And I would request Mr. Sehgal to take this journey forward, move forward, and all the youngsters, those are watching this particular program. And my elder brother, Mr. Kumar Baveja, is also watching this particular program. And a lot of other friends are watching this particular program. I extend a very warm welcome from London. Vimalji, thank you very much. Vikas, thank you very much for joining us from Toronto. And let me read some more names also. Kanishka, thank you. Kim Kipgin, thank you. Panditji, thank you. You wrote the first tourism song way back in 1995. भारत के द्वार हैं खुले स्वागत में आपके पग पग पे फूल हैं खिले स्वागत में आपके तो we are proud of you. Julie Subba ma'am, all the way bringing the entire Northeast together from Manipur. Faroz Fancy, great. Sudhir Sopti ji, you are the legend. How can I? You are the in-house. Priyanka, hearty welcome. Rishi Mohan, Bangia, Ritika, and Deepa Hazarika, Amisha, and J. Subbalakshmi from Southern India. Vanakkam and Namaskaran and Yanna, Randa, Nala, Pura, whatever we can say. Yannum Ventaratin, Adum Navela, Yashamalasaran, Kochum Navela, all of us together from Southern India. Thank you. Amisha, thank you. Kavita, thank you. Karan Pal, thank you. Amit Kumar, hearty welcome. And then, of course, Nishank Maurya, hearty welcome. And then Kshatriya Mayum, again, hearty welcome. And Mamta Chauhan from Pauri Garhwal. Yes, how can I forget you? She always tells Yash Chopra had been doing a lot of shooting of the films over there in Uttarakhand. Nanlai from Meghalaya. Great, hearty welcome. Gurendarji, Dehradun, thank you very much. And of course, Pankaj Tripathi ji from Varanasi. आपको भी बहुत बहुत नमस्कार. वाराणसी आ गया, काशी आ गया, तो सब कुछ आ गया. Great. That's Esvosa Imphal. अतुल कुमार जी, पंडित जी, thank you. उसके बाद निशा अग्रवाल, great. लखनऊ, thank you. Senior consultants, Assam, okay. MP Khanna ji, you must carry this program in your e-bulletin of tourism, because today Sehgal Saab is there and he's going to give a lot of holiday and leisure to all of us. And Amisha, Info students, all other people, there are lots of names. And finally, Anmol, Raj Kapila, we extend a hearty welcome to all of you. Thank you very much. And with these words, let's move on to Rajan Sehgal ji and Mr. Dibakar Sarkar ji. Rajan Sehgal ji, all yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Gulshan Sharma ji. What an energy you have after this pandemic. I think if your voice goes all over the world, I think people don't need any vaccination. So I am grateful to International Chamber for Service Industry for giving us this platform and what you are doing from last so many months during this crisis also. So without taking further time, I am part of this travel and tourism industry from the last 35 years. And even I did my graduation and post-graduation in tourism from University of Delhi. That was the first college in Southeast Asia, the College of Vocational Studies. So it was a very proud movement. And earlier, the travel and tourism means issuing tickets, booking hotels, booking cars. But now, 4 years back, I changed my concept because of online, because of so much of competition. I said, why don't I do some kind of creative things? And I will tell you how golf comes into my life. We have Mr. Sarkar. I will want to give him as much as time I can. But just want to tell you then, when I was working with the ITC, the travel division, International Travel House, one day, our boss, Mr. Vijay Chaudhary, said you have to meet, he selected 8 or 10 of us, and he said we have to meet 10 kilometers inside Delhi Jaipur highway after Manesar. And we were all surprised, but we can't deny the order of the boss. So when next day we were at 9 in the morning, it was, the Aravali Hills, small fields, a very narrow road. And he came and he said, gentlemen and ladies, we are going to make an international standard golf course over here. So said we all were surprised. We said we are in ticketing business, we are booking hotel, and what we'll do with a golf course. It was almost 30 years back. And just I salute his vision, and he said this will be an international standard golf course. Jack Nicholas and his team will be making this golf course. And that golf course, the ITC Classic, is the first international golf course of India, and where the ITC Grand Bharat is situated now. It was one of the best luxurious resort. People compare Grand Bharat with the Camp David of America. So, then the golf started, and I was, passion to play golf. We have hired the driving range of Siri Fort. It was taken over by ITC in the evening for 3 hours. They hired Rishi Narayan as a coach. All the managers to be converted as golfers. So that's why the golf came into my life. When I was traveling to various countries, to Thailand, to Malaysia, to Vietnam, to Singapore, I saw lots of golf bags landing at the airport with the passengers. So one day I asked what they are doing at Thailand. So I was told that almost 2 to 3 lakhs, 2.5 lakhs golfers comes to play golf in Thailand, and their average stay is 3 to 4 days. So then I realized, why don't I make golf tourism as my career also? And from last 4 years, I am into film tourism, golf tourism, heritage tourism, and into skill tourism. This is much more creative than issuing tickets and booking hotels. That is also my foundation. But golf tourism is it's a big money-making machine, I'm telling you, to all my students. Because, whenever I go and give rosy picture about travel and tourism in various travel and tourism institutes, one day, one of the students asked me, sir, you are giving us so many rosy pictures of travel and tourism industry. There is so much of recession going on, and, it's not doing well. I said, gentlemen, we are in this travel industry from last 35 years, and you still see me smiling. And, I have seen lots of ups and downs, Dr. Gulshan Sharma ji. You have seen, Mr. Sarkar, you have seen so many ups and downs in your career. But I said this travel and tourism industry is such that it will never die. I said, whenever there is a depression in the world, a recession in the world, the Europeans and the Americans generally go in depression. But the Indians during the recession times goes to their God. So why don't you become a pilgrimage tourism expert and sell pilgrimage packages? You will make a lot of money, because Indians will never compromise when they're going to meet their God. So, he was very much satisfied. So same thing with golf tourism also. So we had a lot of brainstorming sessions with Ministry of Tourism to promote India as a golf tourism destination. So with our efforts, the Ministry of Tourism was so helpful, and they made a golf tourism policy. To take this policy and to take this initiative further, we formed India Golf Tourism Association. Golf tour operator, golf course owners, the golf-friendly hotels, airlines, golf media, they are our members. And then we started with FICCI, the International Golf Tourism Conclaves, where we invited around 40 to 50 golf tour operators from various golf potential tourism countries. So we invited them. They had an interaction with golf tourism tour operators, golf media. We took them to various golf courses in India, and we showed them the culture, the history, the food of India. So, after their trip, they said, we go and play golf all over the world, but India, you can offer us so many other things besides golf. So you don't only have golf, you have golf plus in India. So this is the beauty of India, and then, with PhD Chamber of Commerce from last 4 years, we do every year an international golf tourism conclave of 2 days event. We started with Pune, then we shifted to Srinagar, then we did our third one at Rambagh Golf Course. And on the 8th and 9th of October, we are doing our fourth conclave in Pahalgam at the Little Valley Golf Course. So this is the continuity, and I will tell you later on how golf can be taken as a golf tourism as a career also. So before I introduce or call Mr. Sarkar, generally, people say, students say that लोग आके बोल जाते हैं tourism industry के बारे में, जंगल में मोर नाचा किसने देखा? But I just tell you, before this pandemic, we have some foreign golf tourists to India, travelers to India, who are in India on an 11 days tour, and they played at 5 different golf courses. Plus, they done a lot of sightseeing. They visited restaurants, they visited shopping malls, and lots of things they have done. So just listen their feedback about how India is good as a golfing destination. So please, I request the technical team if they play that video of 3 minutes, and then after Mr. Sarkar will come join us.
You are watching Travel World Online.
In continuous efforts to promote India as golf tourism destination, Passionals co-founder Rajan Sehgal and Gaurav Dogra organized a 11-day
Sehgal sir, it was coming. Your voice is muted. Your voice is muted. I can't hear you, Rajan ji.
Yeah, it was coming. It was coming very clear.
Okay, great.
A golfing tour of India for British golfers. 2TV team asked them about their experience in India. They said,
My name is Ruth Holmes. I've come with a group of 12 people, 12 golfers from London, from North London, Muswell Hill. We came to Delhi and played 2 courses in Delhi, and then we flew to Jaipur and played 1 course in Jaipur. Then we went by coach to Agra, and then we went by coach back to Delhi, and we played a course near to Delhi, and then today we played at Delhi Golf Course. We played 5 very different golf courses. It was a very good experience, a mixture of sightseeing and golfing, which I've enjoyed very much, and was very, very, very well taken care of.
In India for the last 10 days, and it's been absolutely wonderful. Sunshine every day. Golf has been excellent. We've played 5 different courses. Each one was better than...
My name's Patrick. Just like to say what an incredible golf experience India is. The Delhi Golf Club is a must-play golf course.
Hello. We've played 5 different courses in India, and I'd like to say that they're all excellent, but they're all very, very different. So you need to approach them in completely different ways, because the chipping and running is very different at each course, but it's a great challenge, and we've seen some stunning scenery.
This has been a fantastic tour. We are really privileged to come to a country such rich in heritage, culture, friendliness, to observe some of the wonders of the world, and then to play first-class golf. Personally, my best course was the Delhi Golf Club course, the Lodi course. Very, very challenging, very similar to ones in London, and my best score.
My name is Bill Carey. I'm the chairman of the board for Muswell Hill Golf Club in North London in England. Well, in terms of, I have to say, the course today, Delhi was my favourite of the ones we played. DLF was an exceptionally good course, excellent course, as was JP Greens. So 3 really, really good courses, quite different in the way they play.
In 5 different golf courses. The hospitality have been wonderful, the caddies have been wonderful, and the courses have been spectacular.
I've played some magnificent golf courses. I can really, really wholeheartedly recommend this to everybody.
The golf course has been fantastic. Our caddies have been out of this world. And to anybody watching this, I would highly recommend a visit to this country because you won't be disappointed. It is a place of luxurious golf courses that will absolutely astound you. So,
our main motive is to bring India on the international golf tourism map. So we have already done so many road shows with our ICTA golf members, and now we have start getting foreign golfers to come and play in India, and they really enjoyed the potential of golf tourism in India. They were not at all aware that they will get this kind of golf courses, such hospitality, a welcome and a great staff at the golf courses, and they will promote India as a golf tourism destination.
You are watching Travel World Online.
Wonderful. We all enjoyed. Thank you.
Thank you. So, this credit goes to Mr. Sarkar also, because he is the man who has done a lot of awareness of golf in India, especially in Delhi, by introducing world-class public golf course. This is called the Qutub Golf Course. Everybody who is listening, whether in Delhi or outside India, whenever you come to Delhi, you now must visit this Qutub Golf Course, enjoy the facility, see the beauty of Qutub Minar from there, the beautiful clubhouse. Over to Mr. Sarkar, if you can say a few words about future of golf tourism and how it can help in generating economy and employment for that particular city. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good evening, Dr. Gulshan Sharma and Mr. Rajan Sehgal, and good evening to all of you. And first of all, I would like to thank you for having me here tonight. And what an exceptional day it is today to discuss golf when our own Aditi Ashok is second on the leaderboard at the Tokyo Olympics. We wish you all the very best and hope to see you on the podium. As far as the topic of today's discussion is concerned, I would just like to beg to differ that India, golfers' paradise and golf tourism as career, I think we have underutilized our potential. And it should rather actually be, how can India be a golf destination and how we could, in a way, open up golf-related career opportunities. As very correctly pointed out by Mr. Sehgal, we don't have to look very far away from India. We just have to travel to Thailand to see what they've done. And why I mentioned Aditi Ashok also is for the fact that for the game of golf to grow and all its allied opportunities in terms of career opportunities as well, we certainly need homegrown professional golfers, winners at the international level. Like for instance, when you again talk about Thailand, you see the infra that has been developed in terms of golf courses and resorts essentially happened to a large extent after Tiger Woods got exploded into the golf scene. Because as we all know of his Thai connection, so today, probably Thailand is one of the biggest golf destinations in the world. Essentially also because it's not very expensive to travel for any person in the world. The climate is great and they've got fantastic courses all over the country. So number one is that we need homegrown professionals who should come up. That's where we get the corporate support. You get the corporate sponsorships there. The corporate sponsorships also create a lot of opportunities. And I would suggest that we should look into corporate houses like Mr. Sehgal just mentioned ITC Classic Golf Course. That's very interesting because that was the first signature golf course in India. When golf becomes popular among the masses, you see you get a lot of corporate support. In India at the moment, at least in National Capital Region of Delhi, apart from ITC Classic, you have the other corporate houses like JP has got his own fantastic course. And then you have DLF, another majestic course there. When you talk about Thailand, you see all our major corporate houses, they have made their own golf courses there. So it is very, very essential that first of all, we promote our sports person. And number two, then the corporate sponsorship will come in terms of golf courses and the allied golf tourism related businesses. The most important thing about golf tourism related business we have to understand, the most important thing is that you get very high paying clients there. So that helps a lot. And when you make resorts, apart from the game of golf, it opens up a huge gamut of other career opportunities, right from not the golf related one and the allied ones. If it is the golf related ones, you see, golf provides opportunities for both girls and boys. And depending on skill and experience, one can get into various jobs in the golfing industry itself. Like there are golf superintendents, golf course managers, there are greenkeepers, there are CEOs, the general managers, the secretaries. And then there are the golf construction related things. Like for instance, at the moment, since very few courses are under construction at any given moment of time in India, so whatever construction happens, there are very, very limited companies that can actually undertake the construction, or they are imported experts as well as machinery. This is where Make in India can come in. Make in India to develop basic, what you call machinery, as well as other golf related equipment, including apparel. In fact, very interesting, in the recent, say a year or so, one Indian company called Athlete Drive has come up with reasonably good, what they call golf attire actually, which is doing rather well, at least in Delhi I've seen. So there are a lot of opportunities, even Make in India programs. So as far as public golf courses are concerned, yes, it is very important to give access to people to play golf, because without that, the game cannot expand. As it is, you have seen in India, most of the good golf courses, they're entirely membership oriented. And some of them, it becomes very difficult for a non-member even try to play around out there. That happens even in the case of tourists. Like suppose you get a lot of tourists, you will not even get adequate number of slots for your clients. So essentially, we need to make public golf courses. And since in the Indian cities, within the cities, land is limited, we have to look for areas outside the cities. I fail to understand. If you travel within India, there are these fantastic historical monuments, and you have these places like, say, in Aurangabad, you have got the Ajanta Ellora caves, you have Buddha Gaya, you have got places in Rajasthan. And outside the cities where tourists go, there is a lot of land available, which should not be very expensive. These are the places we have to develop these courses, these golf resorts there. Because within the cities, as I said, first of all, land is not available and it is very expensive, whatever there is. We have to make these destinations and not think about just 18-hole golf courses. We should think of at least 27 courses, 27 holes, or at least 2 courses in the same place, or even more for the matter, because it allows you larger footfalls, as well as, these economy of cost in terms of, say, the clubhouse, the practice facilities, and also the maintenance costs. So we have to look in these areas, which are out near major towns and major historical sites. Thank you, Mr. Sehgal.
So thank you very much, Mr. Sarkar, for giving this, suggestions and your experience. I think you have rightly said the places like Ajanta and Aurangabad and Bodh Gaya, where maximum Buddhist tourists from Korea, Japan, Singapore visits, and 80% of them are golfers. So if we create golf courses in Bodh Gaya, in Aurangabad, we not only increase the number of flow of travelers to that place, but also will increase a number of nights in that particular city. When a person plays a golf round, he definitely spends that night in that particular city. So now I will just tell the students who are watching how you can make, or how I made golf tourism as my career. So when I saw Thailand flooded with golfers, Vietnam is becoming another famous golfing destination. So I said, why don't I also start with domestic golf tourism, golfers playing in Delhi? Why don't they move to Gujarat? Why don't they go to Maharashtra, or why don't they go to Jammu and Kashmir? The best part, the beauty of India is that we can give a golf throughout the year. That is from January till December, we can offer golf. If it is May, June, 40 degrees, actually the golfers don't mind. When they are at the golf course, they don't care whether the degree it is 42 degrees or 43 degrees when they are playing golf. But we can take them to Jammu and Kashmir. We can take them to deep south, where the weather is very nice. And when it is cold, they can come to Delhi, they can come to Jaipur, they can go to Chandigarh. So as I was telling all my students that right from Jammu Kashmir to deep south, and Dr. Gulshan Sharma ji, the northeast is the hub of golf courses. Every tea garden has a 9-hole golf course. And I was telling in my border tourism program, if we promote a golf tourism with tea garden visits, it goes hand to hand, because golfers love to go to the tea gardens, stay there and enjoy the beauty of having the different taste of tea. That will bring, because the entire northeast look like a golf course, so that we can do a lot. So as Mr. Sarkar said that a golfer spends lots of money. Whenever a golfer travels with his 15 kilogram of golf bag, he wants to at least play 3 to 4 different rounds of golf at different golf courses, which means he will minimum stay 5 to 6 nights in your country, in different cities. The hotels will get a business, the transport companies will get a business, all the different 4 or 5 golf courses will get a business. They will go to different wellness and spa after a game of golf, go to different restaurants. If they are traveling with their wife or with their girlfriends, they will go for a sightseeing, they will go for a shopping, because there is a survey that whenever a golfer travels, he spends 40% more than a normal tourist. So if you get 20 golfers, they will give you more profit than bringing 40 or 50 normal tourists. Mr. Sarkar, I think you agree with me.
Absolutely.
They spend a lot of money. So that is the beauty. In Scandinavia, there are almost 6 lakhs golfers, but due to the weather conditions in Scandinavia, they can hardly play 3 to 4 months in their own country. So they take charter flights, Dr. Gulshan Sharma, from their country to Thailand, come on Thursday or Friday, play 3 rounds of golf in Thailand and go back. And that is our target, that of our golf tourism conclaves and so on. If we get 10% of that share from Scandinavia for India, which means a lot for all of us. And Jammu and Kashmir, we have golf circuits in all the regions of India. You take the example of Jammu and Kashmir, there is a beautiful 18-hole championship course in Jammu. One can play, one can first go to Ma Vaishno Devi, take the blessings, then you have a good game of golf. Go there and play a golf, then go to Kashri Nagar. There is a beautiful, one of the best golf courses in India, that is the Royal Spring Golf Course, where we did 3 events already. Then last month only, they have opened the Kashmir Golf Course also in the heart of the city. And can you imagine, there is already a camp going on. They have sponsored 50 students, boys and girls from different schools of Jammu and Kashmir, and giving them free coaching of golf on a scholarship basis. Then, as I told you, we are doing our 4th PhD International Golf Tourism Conclave on 8th and 9th October in Pahalgam, where we take lots of diplomats, bureaucrats, golf tour operators, corporates, heads, and golf media. And we do a half-a-day conclave over there with panel discussions, how to promote India. Then next day, we do a big golf tournament in different cities. And as you say, you can make beautiful circuits, like Kashmir has golfing circuit, Jammu, Srinagar, Pahalgam, Gulmarg, one of the best golf courses. If you are going with your golf bag, you can spend 4 to 5 nights, play at 5 different courses. Then you come to Chandigarh. Then there are beautiful 3, 4 golf courses in Chandigarh. You come to Delhi or NCR. It's the hub of international standard golf course, right from Delhi Golf Course to DLF to ITC Classic, JP Greens, Golden Greens, and then the beautiful Kutub Golf Course. And I think there is a new golf course by DDA which is coming in Dwarka, which will be again of international standard. Then if you come to Maharashtra, all my students, there is a beautiful Presidency Golf Club in Mumbai, the Wellington Golf Club. Then you drive down to Pune, you have beautiful Oxford Country Golf Club, you have the Pune Golf Club. So, you can sell these golfing triangles to your golf travelers. You make their itinerary, you make their bookings, make a ticket booking, make a golfing rounds for them, you make money in everything. You book one of the best hotels for them, you book spa, you book the restaurants, everything. So in these golf packages, you will get a lot of money. So it's not only travel and tourism, it's ticketing, hotel booking or car rental, but you can attach all these things to that. Tourism is now a big industry. I'll tell you how each and every industry is connected, which we will speak later on in our next session. I'll tell you a small example. I used to be the member of Swiss Golf Academy, and Swiss Air used to take us every year to destination in Switzerland to play golf. So one day, after a game of golf, it's almost 22 years back, I was roaming in a small village called Interlaken, which is very famous now. At that time, it was very, very remote, and I was just taking a walk on their main area. And suddenly I saw a group of Indians getting down from Volvo coach. There were around 40 to 50 Indians in 2 coaches. And I was shocked to see them at a remote place in Interlaken. So, I was very curious. So I went to the tour leader. I said, where are they from? He said, they are from India. I said, which part of India? He said, they are from Sikar, a remote village in Rajasthan. And that time there was no WhatsApp, no internet, no, digital media. It's only the brochures. And I said, how come they know about this remote place in Switzerland? People only know Zurich and Geneva at that time, 25 years back. He said they are families from Sikar village, very rich people. And one day their children were watching a movie of Govinda and Karishma Kapoor. And they were dancing and singing in beautiful areas. And then they found out where exactly this area is. So now they are on 12 days tour of. Then I thought that one day I'll become a specialist in film tourism also. So that is another subject which we can discuss in a different session. But how golf taught me so many things to make money. So Dr. Gulshan Sharma ji, any questions from people? They are most welcome to ask.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to both of you. It's wonderful interaction. In fact, you have taken me to a lot of my memory lanes. When you talk about Switzerland, I remember Yash Chopra ji. Along with him, our Chambers chairman, he used to be the cinematographer. Dil To Pagal Hai, Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, Lamhe, Chandni, Mohabbatein, all the films being shot over there that time. And there is a lake on name of Yash Chopra ji in Switzerland. And he used to quote an example, and that gave the birth, I still recall, 17th of December, 2005. We held a get-together of all film production houses in Mumbai in the JW Marriott's Juhu. And we all were deliberating what is to be done, which way it is to be done, and what all can be done. And that gave the birth. And Chandigarh, being a first city in India where a single window clearance system started like Switzerland. Yes. One visiting card, and you can shoot anywhere in Chandigarh, your film, your TV serial, your music album, and other things. Now, coming from a background of the armed forces also has got a lot of golf courses. That is something very interesting. I just wish to share, because that is something when you talk about greens and interesting. Now, 2-3 questions I would quickly take on, and then we will just try. First of all, which is the shortest possible course available in case if children have to get the orientation related to golf? Because at this point of time during pandemic, children are passing through very difficult times, and there are lots of challenges which are coming to children. And when I take the entire ecosystem, because it's not only travel and tourism, even the hospitality students, culinary students, they are also waiting. And some of my deep friends I have been talking, and challenges are there. So we got to think about it, and something it justifies very well with your concept. First of all, yesterday only we had a concept and a webinar on responsible tourism. That means we don't need a mass tourism, we need a selective tourism. Number two, we do not need a shoestring budget tourism, we need a high spending tourism. So golf tourism fits into. And number three, we are talking about domestic tourism immediately to open up in India. So very interesting, because you want to go to green areas, nature, ecotourism, wildlife, and some of the jungle safaris and all that. So golf tourism fits in over there also very well as far as your concept is concerned. Now, which sector skill council is taking care of golfing at present? That is one of the questions somebody has asked, because there are 37 sector skill council. Is it sports sector skill council or which one?
I think Mr. Sarkar will be the right person to give the answer.
There are 37 sector skill councils under Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India. Which sector skill council is responsible if somebody wants to get on to golfing? Because I'll share something very interesting with you. There is a health sector skill council and there's a wellness sector skill council. If I talk about yoga, it is with wellness. If I talk about super specialty hospitals, it is with the health sector. So when I'm talking about golfing, is it with the tourism sector skill council or is it with the sports sector skill council? If you want, we can find out. There's no problem. We can go on later. No problems. Let's go to the next question. Now, during this particular pandemic, you have given one association. Could you be kind enough to repeat that association? What was that association which you had given? Please repeat that.
Yeah, this is India Golf Tourism Association, and our main objective is to bring India on the international golf tourism map. And we are also now promoting domestic tourism. So as you see, Dr. Sharma, after this Unlock 1 and Unlock 2, the first things which open are the golf courses, because they are the great example for responsible and safe tourism, because it's close to nature, very open. You are in the green area, water bodies are there, and you are only playing a group of 4 maximum and keeping a distance also. And lots of ethics have to be used in golf. And you can do your lots of business at the golf course, which you can't do in your office. You know, if you invite your client for a game of golf, he will give you more business after a game of golf than rather inviting him for a dinner or over a lunch. You know, and if you lose the game to him, he will give you more business also. So it's India Golf Tourism Association, which has promoting golf tourism. But I think Mr. Sarkar will also give, because they have made one of the best driving range, the learning area for new fresh golfers or for the existing golfers, which is, I think, one of the best in Asia. So Mr. Sarkar, if you can throw some light on your driving range, please.
Yes, driving range is essential because to promote the game, first of all, you have to teach people the game, which you have to initially learn at the driving range. So we have 3 driving ranges in Delhi. We're making the 4th one with the new golf course at Dwarka, which is a sub-city of Delhi. And the new one, which Mr. Sehgal is referring to, is the one at Qutub Golf Course. It is Delhi's first double-level driving range, and also it has proper sports lighting.
Okay, great. Great. This Sarkar Sahab, the Dwarka, what you're mentioning, somebody has mentioned over here, Kanishka Basin, that it will be in Dwarka sector 24, the golf course.
That's correct. Sector 24. Okay. It is it has been designed by Mr. Phil Ryan of Pacific Coast Design. In fact, Mr. Rajan Sehgal had just mentioned Oxford Golf Course, Pune. It's the same design.
Okay, great. Thanks. Mr. Sudhir Sokti is writing, DDA has made commendable contribution in promotion of sports infrastructure in Delhi, including golf courses. There's a general perception that golf is an elite sport activity, but I think that's not true, what he says. Then somebody from London is writing, how easy it access these golf courses and what are the enrollment requirement for frequent flyers NRIs, the non-resident Indians.
I can reply for the golf part of it, not about the frequent flyer, which Mr. Sehgal is the right person. But
okay, yeah.
As far as the golf is concerned, you see, my organization, which is the Delhi Development Authority, we make public facilities for all sort of sports, not essentially only golf. In fact, in the city of Delhi, we have made 15 multidisciplinary sports complexes. Each of the sports complexes have around 25 different types of sports. We have 3 mini sports complexes. We have got 2 public golf courses, and we are making 5 centers of excellence in Olympic sports, and 1 more public golf course, as I said, in Dwarka. So all these facilities actually are for the public. One doesn't have to be a member essentially. In fact, for the sports complexes, you won't believe that the entry fee per day, if one is not a member, is just 60 rupees, which includes the GST component. So with 60 rupees, one can become a member for the day, for the golf course. So,
wow, that's remarkable. I can't believe it.
and if one is a student, school student, and brings along the identity card, the school identity card, then one can take membership of the sports complex for 1 month for 300 rupees. And,
wow.
and can use all the facilities at the sports complex on payment of 50% what even a member is required to pay. Suppose a member requires to pay 1,000 rupees for the swimming pool for 1 month. The student with a 300 rupees monthly membership needs to only pay 500 rupees. Similarly, for the golf courses, for Indians at the Kutub golf course, the green fee is 1,000 rupees on weekdays and 2,000 rupees on weekends and holidays. For foreigners, it is 2,500 and 3,200 rupees respectively. So it is very, very reasonably priced.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's a very valuable information. Sehgal Sahab, there's a question for you. There is a Indian Mountaineering Foundation, IMF, at the Banatoswars Marg in Delhi next to Anand Niketan. Are there some institutions which teach golf tourism like mountaineering institutes in India?
Golf tourism at the moment, no, but when I have started this, when I passed out from College of Vocational Studies and they invited me as a guest lecturer over there, I said, you have to change the syllabus. If you ask me to teach the same syllabus, I will not. If you allow me for 3 minutes, Dr. Sharma, when I passed my graduation in travel and tourism, I was the most proudest person in my life. I said, I am the first one who has a graduation in tourism, so nobody will stop me in giving me a job. So I went to a very big travel company almost 32 years back, and I met the director with my degree. I said, I have my graduation in degree. I have done tours of India, all over India. So he saw my degree and he said, what's your practical experience? I said, sir, if you don't give me a job in your company, how will I get a personal practical experience? So I tried to convince him and he tried to convince me, but I never got a job. So when I was getting down from the office, I decided that day that one day I will become an expert of my travel and tourism, and I will make the syllabus in such a way when the students will pass out from their college, they are ready to work in a travel company or airline or golf course or at a hotel. So golf tourism as such, there is no separate institute, but we now teach during our sessions with IITM, with MIT. Whenever I go there, we teach them about these segments also. So it's part of the, in some colleges, they have taken in syllabus also, the golf tourism as a career also.
Wonderful. That's lovely.
Yeah, and as far as your London guest has asked, we can book slots for any golf course in India. For them, our ICTA members are very well equipped to give them golf rounds, any part of India, any golf course. But when we make the itineraries, as Mr. Sarkar said, we tried for our foreign travelers that they should play on a weekdays rather than playing at a weekends. Weekends, we keep them for relaxation, for wellness, for spa, or for the shopping, because weekends are full with the members, So that's why whenever we make itineraries for India, whether it's South India or North or East India, we make them to play on weekdays, which they like also.
Thank you very much. It's such a wonderful session, such a wonderful interaction. And you always take me, I think there's so much of similarities and so much of, going on in my memory lane. I used to teach in 1987 in College of Vocational Studies from the Ministry of Tourism. And Nina Singh was the teacher over there. I used to go, I still recall. And there was a YWCA also at Jai Singh Road. They were also having travel and tourism course. It was something very interesting that point of time. I think golf tourism has got a tremendous potential, and we would certainly be bothering you as well as Mr. Sarkar. And our concern is only one: children should get internship and children should get jobs. And I personally feel golf tourism as a holiday and leisure, ecotourism, nature tourism, green tourism has got a lot to offer. I personally feel we are going to catch hold of both of you, and soon we will get back to you. There's a lot to take from both of you. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to have you today. Thanks for coming. Thanks for your valuable time. And thank you very much, Mr. Sarkar. And thank you very much, Mr. Sehgal. Aap sabhi ka bahut dhanyawad. And all the people, green morning, green afternoon, and green evening. We are talking about golf tourism. So green, green, green. Everywhere, wherever you are. And we close the session with your good wellness, your good health. Please take care of yourself and everybody whosoever is in touch with